Hello, my loves. This is a just a short, well, let's hope it's short video where I'm going to be discussing with you guys a little bit more about the Healy. And I don't talk about the Healy very much. It's not something that I advertise a lot, even though I do partner with them, because I only share and recommend things when I feel inspired to. And so I've really been feeling inspired to just do some more videos where I talk about my personal experience, good and bad, with the Healy. And the Healy, I'm also going to be talking about some of my personal things that I'm healing in my life. I've been really feeling called to talk about more of my health issues that I've healed or that I'm currently healing. And so I'm going to be talking about more about that. But today we're going to focus on how the Healy has helped me. And for those of you that don't know what the Healy is a class 2 FDA-approved microcurrent device. It is the very first frequency healing device that has made it to an FDA approval. And that's huge. Okay, that's huge news. And frequency is the future of healing. It is the future of healing. Their med beds are real. The government has been using frequency to heal for a very, very long time. And the reason why it hasn't been made public is because, well, it doesn't make as much money as keeping people sick and using pharmaceuticals, right? Because pharmaceuticals make us more sick. Pharmaceuticals are meant to be used as a Band-Aid to help you through a short period of your life, to help you really get back into alignment so that you can make healthier choices for yourself that keep you well. But we don't promote wellness in this country. And I can't speak for other countries. I can only speak for the United States. But we have had many, many years where we don't promote wellness. We say get a V, right? Take a prescription, go to the doctor, have a surgery, take a weight loss pill. We don't have doctors and government encouraging wellness. And so what frequency healing does is everything begins with frequency. Everything begins with energy. When something manifests inside of our body, we had a frequency, we were out of alignment. Our frequency was out of alignment for a very long time before it manifested, right? And a manifestation is when it's physical, right? Our body is a manifestation. So when we understand that disease really is a dis-ease in our energy, in our frequency. And so when the Healy came out last year, I was very, very called to it. Now, I do partner with them and I do make a commission when somebody purchases one, but that wasn't why I was interested in it. Otherwise, you guys would be seeing me talk about it all the time. I was interested in it for my own benefit, for my own healing capacity. And so it works kind of like a tuning fork. And the cool thing about this is that the resonance, now I have the resonance model. It's the package. It is the highest package, and they are running a promotion right now, but we'll talk about that later. With the resonance, you're able to scan your energy field, and it scans your organs and it scans your body, and it tells you on your phone, on your app, where you are out of alignment, where there is a dis-ease. And we can get real technical into that, but there's videos on that. We don't need to do that. This, I want to just talk about my experience. So I could scan my body and find things. And then it will tell me, like, this is where you're in highest resonance that needs to be worked on. And then you can run that program and you actually will feel a shift. So I used it for a lot of things, but most recently, a lot of people, well, not everybody knows, but you're going to find out. I had a hiatal hernia, which is right here in your chest. I don't know if anybody can see. It sits right here, right? And a lot of people have hiatal hernias. But for me, I was experiencing excessive belching. I didn't have acid reflux or anything like that. I was experiencing excessive belching. And belching is a sign of being a transmuter. And as a healer, when I do energy work on people, when I activate DNA, when I do the DNA work and restructure it, I would belch a lot. I would yawn a lot. I would cough a lot because I was moving the energy for people. So I never really thought too much of it. But then it all of a sudden became a thing where I was constantly belching. I couldn't go live without closing my mouth to belch because it was just constantly coming. And so I was at the doctor and I was having some preventative stuff done because I still believe that Western medicine has a place, right? And we still have ways that we can prevent things from going wrong. And I was having a colonoscopy. Colon cancer runs in my family. And, she asked if I had had an endoscopy. And I said no. And that I didn't have acid reflux. She did an ulcer test. There wasn't anything there. She's like, you know what? Just have them added in. And thank God that I have found a doctor who is intuitive enough to trust her nudges to say that. Because when they did the endoscopy and they found the hiatal hernia, they did a biopsy and they found cancer cells. And those cancer cells were active. And they knew that they told me that if I had the surgery to correct it, that I would have a 50% chance of regression before the cancer really started to develop. And so I opted for the surgery because the alternative was to take a antacid and like Prilosec or something, and the side effects of long-term antacids are kidney failure. They really mess up your adrenals and your kidneys. I already am healing an abundance of lactic acid from bracing for impact, which most people don't even realize they're doing, which really drains your physical body. It feels like you've been in a car accident. It feels like your bones are hurting. And I'm also healing severe adrenal fatigue. So my adrenals and kidneys were already taxed. And I knew I wasn't going to take a medicine that was further going to do that. So I opted for the surgery. But let me tell you, the real pain came after having the surgery. So after I had the surgery, I couldn't eat solid food for quite a while. And I already am primarily a liquid diet anyway, so that wasn't a big deal. But anything I put in my body physically hurt. It felt like there was a rock in my chest. And so I pulled out my Healy device. And whenever I would drink anything or ingest anything, instead of just living in the pain, right, once a day, I would pull this out and I would run the stomach program. And you guys know I'm super in tune and intuitive anyway, so I didn't really need to run the resonance to see where I was out of balance. I already knew what the problem was. And it's about an hour program, and it comes with these little straps, right? So you plug it in to your device, and this goes on your wrist. I'm just going to show you guys because it's easier than trying to explain it. You just Velcro it, right? And so when you're working or taking a walk or laying in bed or whatever, you just clip it on and you can run the program. So I would run the program, and within an hour, all my pain was gone. All my pain was gone. This device saved my life from being miserable. And it accelerated the healing of the surgery, because what they did is they brought my stomach up and wrapped it around my esophagus so that it wouldn't fall below, because what happens is your diaphragm falls below your stomach, and it doesn't allow for the esophagus to close. And so anything you eat comes back up, right? Or causes some type of indigestion. So they basically sewed it into my esophagus. And so that created a lot of inflammation as well. And so by using this device and constantly, daily or every other day, whenever I felt called to realigning my frequency and working on the frequency, it prevented further scar tissue from happening. And today I feel amazing, and I'm so thankful for this device. The other thing that this is awesome, there's so many things, you guys. The other thing that I use it for a lot is circulation. So with circulation, it's the movement of your blood. So a lot of you guys know that I'm really, I really promote salt soleil because it detoxes your blood. And a lot of, we talk about gut health, and it does help with your gut health, but the toxin in autoimmune diseases is actually, the toxin is in your blood. It's not necessarily in your gut. Now your gut absorbs your blood. So that's why a lot of people correlate it with gut health, and it does help regulate your gut health. But the real issue is when you have an autoimmune disorder, it's because there's toxins in your blood. So with this, and that can cause buildups and blockages. So running the circulation program has really, and the lymphatic system program has really helped with me not swelling, not having skin issues, and really keeping things flowing so that my heart wasn't doing extra work, right? It was really helping to realign those frequencies and really help me to stay in balance. So I use that. Now I'm currently healing an abundance of lactic acid from spending years and years and years bracing for impact. And I will tell you that I didn't know I was doing it. I didn't know I was doing it. I was so unconscious to me. And I'm a very conscious person. But I would literally be laying in bed and I would notice that my legs were locked up, like tense. And so I'd have to consciously stop and be like, it's okay, relax, and unlock my legs. The best example I can give you of what it means for your body to be locked up or for you to be bracing for impact is if you were in a car and you saw someone swerve into your lane and who's coming at you, you all of a sudden get into fear, your body locks, right? It's bracing. Oh my God, what's about to happen? But we don't really realize that we do that. A lot of people do that when they're not actually in a fearful situation, when they're not in a situation that's actually dangerous. And so I did that repetitively for a very long time. And what that did was it built up lactic acid in my bones, which eventually had to release. And when it releases, it's extremely painful. And it will literally feel like I was just in a car accident. Every bone in my body will hurt and I will have zero energy. What it did was, when that happens, is it triggers your adrenals, and your adrenals go, we have to produce adrenaline because she's in a state of fight or flight. We're in an emergency. So your adrenals start over pumping out, which then screws up your thyroid because now it's sending signals to your thyroid. So now your thyroid's out of whack, and it starts overworking the kidneys. So what heals these, right? So if you're resonating with this and you're like, oh my God, I do that, or I have chronic fatigue, or I think I have problems with my adrenals, just listen and follow with me. So there's lots of things that heal that. And I want to talk about it because it's not just about the Healy, but I did want this to be a review of the Healy and how I've used it. But how you heal an abundance of lactic acid and how you heal adrenal fatigue is through magnesium, potassium, and vitamin C, and sleep. So this past year, I have worked less than I ever have in my life because I needed to. My body physically needed me to take a step back and just lay around and be, not because I'm lazy, but because I'm healing. So getting an assist from the Healy has really allowed me to continuously work on the frequency of my kidneys and of my thyroid, and really help my heart to move these fluids through. And so I've increased those vitamins through, like, literally I live off of potatoes and bananas and fruit, because fruit is what heals this. It's loaded with all of those things. I take magnesium baths with baking soda, and I'm very gentle with my workouts. I don't do excessive workouts. I do very gentle, opening, flowy things. But this device has accelerated my healing by working on adjusting the frequency over and over again. Because I want you guys to have a correlation here. You don't just wake up one day and have a block or a limiting belief. You don't just wake up and have something bad happen, right? A bad manifestation. there has been a belief, an energy, a story that has repeated itself over and over and over. And every time you've bought into that belief, every time you've bought into that story, every time you've bought into that energy, you are further imprinting it or programming it into your bones, into your body. And so we have to treat the physical manifestation of an illness or a dis-ease, right? That's the purpose of going to a doctor. That's the purpose of changing our diet and doing those things, is to heal the physical manifestation. But if we're not simultaneously working on the root frequency that caused and was the seed of that physical manifestation, then what happens is we heal, right? Or we go into remission and then it reinstalls. Have you ever seen someone who's had cancer several times, like they've healed the cancer and it just keeps coming back and it keeps coming back? Or they have a chronic illness that they just can't seem to get a healing on? It's because they haven't, they're treating the physical manifestation and they're not treating simultaneously the root frequency imbalance. And that can sometimes just be using a frequency device. But what this is going to do is this is going to bring you back into alignment and give you an opportunity to become aware of what's out of alignment. It's also going to be working on the beliefs and the actions you take. And we see that in our world today with what's happening and people wanting you to take something in your arm instead of saying, let's focus on having a strong immune system. So let's promote organic fruits and vegetables. Let's promote foods that aren't processed, right? Because all of the oils like canola oil, vegetable oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, all of those oils are destroying people's bodies. All the GMOs, all the natural flavors, all of those things are actually chemicals, and your body was never designed to be able to sustain taking so much foreign things in. And it makes food less nutrient dense, which then means that your body is still asking for more food or hungry because you're not taking actually nutrient dense food in. You're just eating chemicals. And so your body's like, we're still hungry because you haven't actually given us anything that's actually nutritionally dense. So understanding that, we can see that we need to treat the energetic and get to the root frequency imbalance while simultaneously working to correct the physical manifestation. And this is why this device really helped me and why I will continue to promote it again when I feel aligned and when I have something to share. The other thing that I've used it for quite a bit is with ascension symptoms. So this has planet programs. If you're now, I'm speaking, I have the resonance, I have the highest model. It has a planet program, which helps you with the planetary alignments. When you're feeling a planetary shift or an ascension symptom, that means that the plasmic rays, the photonic light that's coming in, is clearing density inside of you to make space for the activation, for the light to come on, right? Because what we're doing is ascending from dense to light, from dark to light, heaviness to lightness. So we have to move the stories, the programs, the density, the karma that we've carried. So there's a planet program that helps with that. If I have really bad ascension pain, like I'm having a really bad headache, and I know I have something to do that day, and I need to really bring this into a balance, I'll run the pain program. I had a tooth pulled. I'm a big baby when it comes to with pain. I'm a big baby. I'll just be honest. I'm a big baby. I don't like pain. Who does, right? But I will run the pain program and it will immediately bring relief. So I've had quite a bit of good luck with this program. Now, I will tell you the downside, if there is one, is that Healy is new. They're still they've only been around, they came out last year. So understanding that they have grown so fast that they have growing pains. So their customer service is a little bit slow. If there's an issue, it's taking them a few weeks to get back to people and to get things solved. Not because they don't want to help, just because they have massive growing pains going on, which is a good thing and a bad thing. So expect to be a little patient with them. And they are making, they're doing updates. And, this is new technology that normally, this is the first time technology has been made to be pocket, where you can wear it on you. Normally, these types of quantum healing devices are $10,000 plus, and they're huge machines that you have to lug around or you can't leave your house with. So this is new technology that's still evolving. But I'm telling you, the future of healing is frequency. And, we know this already with energy healing. So the other reason why I got it was because when I was doing retreats, I was moving a lot of energy for people, and I was feeling depleted and not able to sustain what I was putting out. And instead of bringing a shaman with me, hiring a shaman, or at the time I had my own shaman, bringing one with me to work on me, now I can just take my device and I can do it. But when you get the resonance model, you can also run it on your pets. You can scan your kids when your kids are not feeling well, when your husband or wife aren't feeling well, when your pets are out of balance. You can run this on them and see what the true energetic root is, run the program, and really bring them back into alignment very quickly, just using frequency. And as a healer, right, I connect with the ninth dimensional Pleiadians. That's what we use. We use frequency and sound, which is frequency, to heal. And so this was a natural choice for me, but it's not going to be for everybody. But I like to share my experience with things. So I felt called to share that. So pretty soon it's going to go to a subscription base, which I don't really care for, but we'll see how that works out. So there is a promotion, and yeah, I know not a lot of people can afford the Healy, and that's why we're in a month of promotion. So whenever it's on promotion, I like to share about it because it gives people an opportunity. But if you think about it, not a lot of people have money to go spend thousands of dollars on doctors or insurance either. So you have to pick your battles of what. And I don't like to use the word can't. I think that I think that can't is a choice. Like, you could not pay your mortgage and go on vacation if you wanted to. But I'm not telling anybody to be irresponsible either. I think we have to make responsible choices. But when we say we can't afford something, we're saying that it's not our fault. And we don't have a choice, and we always have a choice. So with the Healy, if this is something you're drawn to, there is a link below or in my description box if you're on YouTube that will take you to my website, not Healy's. And it will give you some videos you can watch and a PDF that you can check out about all the programs that it runs and all the things that it does. But the promotion right now is it's close to 50% off. It's like 45%, is something like that. So you can purchase the resonance for the price of the holistic health. So the resonance, I think, is $2,500. And I think the resonance health, I think, is $14 or $15. So it's about $1,000, $1,100 discount. So if you do decide that you want to partner with Healy, and like I said, you can partner with it and be someone who represents them and makes money, or you can just buy it for yourself. It's up to you. When you go to purchase it, the discount will adjust at checkout. So you'll be buying it at 25 or 15, or you can, whatever model you want, you'll get it for the lower priced model. So if you just want to start at the holistic health, then you'll get it for the price of the one below it. And so it's a really good opportunity for people to get this device into their hands. You know what I mean? Angie, the Healy is it's just cool technology that's out there, and it's the future. It's where we're going. So know that promotion is available. It does expire May 31st. And I believe the latest projection is after May 31st, they're going to a subscription based. And I really don't know a whole lot about that yet. So when that goes down, and I can share more about how that will work. But I know to own the resonance model without a subscription, which means you have to pay every month. I don't have to pay every month. I bought it one time, and I don't have to pay for it. I don't have to pay for the app or the frequencies or any of that. I own it. Whereas where it's going, I believe, will be on a subscription basis. We'll be paying every month. So this is a really good time to get this device and utilize it not only for your own health, but if you are a healer, someone who um, does this type of work, you can bring it into your business. If you have kids and animals, you definitely can use it on them. And man, it just really helps. You also get really clear about what the true imbalance is in your body by running the resonance program and seeing. And it's just, you open the app and you push it's a thumbprint and you put your thumb on it and it reads your body. And it's just really cool technology. So I really wanted to come on and just share my experience with the Healy. I have another video on YouTube that I've done on Healy. So when I feel called and when I've really utilized it to heal something in my life, I like to share that. And so I just want to hop on and share that experience with you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to PM me and I will answer them if I have the answer, or I can refer you to someone who does, or a space where you can learn more. But if you just want to check out the information and video, just know I'm not sending you to the Healy site. It's my website. I have some content up there for you to read over. And then if you really want to take a peek, you'll just hit the become a partner or partner with Healy, and it'll take you to the Healy site and you can check it out from there. So thanks for hopping on and listening to what I'm healing in my physical body and the things that I've been using to move through that. And I hope everyone has a great day.